Usually when there's some situation that has to do with a weird person, a creep, or some sort of pervert, we as a society always jump to assuming it's a dude. And, well, yeah, that's because 99% of perverts tend to be loser dudes. But every now and again, you'll get a case of the tides turning or the turns tabling, and you'll get a female being a perverted stalker, which is where I can introduce today's character. Although I'm not fully convinced we should call whatever this is a woman.
Is what I want to say, but I won't, because that is why we are doing this right now. So Toby, welcome to
iTALK Studios, and if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, join the wonderful people who are subscribed to the channel if you enjoy the videos. As, again, it's rare when a woman of any kind is looked at as someone who genuinely needs a restraining order against them, and for those who doubt that may be necessary, I think you're going to change your mind after seeing what this person in particular has been doing. Even if the victim here, Boba Fett, isn't in any actual true harm, she still deserves a restraining order just to be taught a lesson that being this unhinged isn't okay, ever. Boba Fett is not having a good year. In fact, he's having a terrible year, by far the worst of his career so far, in an extremely disappointing Toronto Blue Jays team. But the way this person is treating Boba Fett, you would think he's having the best season of his career on the best team in baseball. Now, at the time of this video being made, our main character, apparently named Cassie, has deactivated her Twitter account or shut it down in some way, and thank God I foresaw this happening, because about a day before I found it deactivated, I got and screenshotted a handful of the crazy unhinged things you would find on this account. Whether it was satire or real, I just knew there was no way any person would keep stuff like this up forever. So I had to make sure I had saved what had been on here before the inevitable realization by Cassie that it's probably best not to tweet these deranged things. And I don't think it was satire, and it would make no sense to be either. What do you gain from faking some insane persona? I mean, to act this way, you might as well actually be that crazy. But anyway, the name Cassie had for herself on Twitter was Boba Fett's wife, which is a completely normal, insane thing to name yourself when you're in fact not Boba Fett's wife or anything close to it, so you don't even need to see any tweets to get a feeling something is off. But just to play devil's advocate, let's assume you think she's just some innocent fangirl with no weird intentions behind it. Buckle up. So you have this astronomically horny on main much? Then there's this good morning jump scare that I apologize for, by the way, and for what I would argue might be the most concerning thing tweeted by this person: 14 hours on VC, which is voice call, with my beautiful fiance. I love you. I can't wait to finally meet you tomorrow. 14 hours on voice call is insane. I don't care who I'm talking to. I don't care if I'm talking to the president. We're figuring out a way to prevent World War III. After the 8th hour, I'm going to be like, okay, we can take a little break. To chat with someone for 14 hours is beyond incomprehensible. I'm sorry. But to add on to that, if I'm reading this right, you're calling this Brianna woman your fiance, yet You've never even met her? I'm so confused. So you're on a voice call for the amount of time it took for the longest game in baseball history to be played. If you subtracted 6 hours, it's with a woman you call your fiance yet haven't even met, all while you post about this lunacy on a Twitter account dedicated to being the biggest pervert over a Major League Baseball player who doesn't know who you are. Correct me if I'm wrong. Hey, maybe I'm just uneducated, but usually you have to at least have met your fiance one time in your life before becoming engaged. Definitely a Discord relationship. But you know what? When you see what this person tweets, I guess this is very on brand, and it actually makes more sense when you think about it compared to if she actually knew her fiance in a normal way. This person is going to games and taking literally every single picture of Bo she can get, and it's unnerving. You can only imagine she'd do the same thing if he was in a restaurant, or even if she was somehow able to take private pictures of him without him knowing. Spencer Horwitz and Gleyber Torres are also going to need restraining orders, by the way. Especially Horwitz. She was right next to him. That's horrifying. The tweet right after this is what most definitely would put chills even down some of the worst serial killers' spines. To take Boba Fett looking in your general direction in a crowd of thousands of people while he adjusts his cup as him teasing you is beyond unhinged behavior. It somehow gets worse. 3 different times I got him looking at me twice. He was pulling at his pecker. So you know what, Bo, you're done. Tomorrow I'm wearing my skimpiest outfit and I'm gonna tease the F out of you and see how you like it. But in other words, I can't wait to see you tomorrow, Bo Bear. I thought the 14-hour voice call was enough, but if it wasn't, these tweets definitely should get her on the fastest track to Arkham Asylum. It's similar to a situation a few years back regarding Brett Gardner, where some woman went as far as to request the court to grant her access to Yankee Stadium in accordance with MLB fan policy, and also in accordance with significant other of MLB player Brett Gardner, calling herself the future wife of Brett Gardner. Gardner, of course, didn't even know who she was. The two had never met, yet this lunatic claimed in her lawsuit that seems like it was written by Seth MacFarlane that he's implied he's interested in her. Beyond insane. Nobody took this as normal behavior, obviously, and as you would expect, obviously, nobody sees this newest scenario as okay, and she's getting that message by everyone on Twitter. Now, Twitter can definitely be a toxic place for sure, most of the time it is, but this is one of those rare cases where it was needed and in the right to tell this person how much of an unhinged weirdo she is. She shouldn't even be on Twitter. She actually needs help and has the audacity to defend herself with another crazy tweet. Like, this has to be satire, right? It's not, but I just can't fathom how anybody could act like this. It doesn't make any sense to be this deranged. There's normal, then weird, then crazy, then a lot of other things, then whatever the hell this is. Like, this is where it gets to the point where Bichette or any player in a situation like this would be justified being in fear about it. It's crazy. Is this not how horror movies start? Imagine a dude going to a WNBA game and doing or saying all of this for one of the players. Everyone would be calling for his head, deservingly so, and this Cassie person needs to be treated in some way. As if the Blue Jays season couldn't get any more frustrating, they get the opposite of a good luck charm going to their games. Yikes. The account, like I said, has since been deleted, and hopefully whoever this person is gets serious help, because there's more than just a couple screws loose up there, to the point where legal action could be taken, and it would be very valid and very justified. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.